Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to read one article from Brain Pickings by Maria Popova. How do you know that you love somebody? Philosopher Martha Nussbaum's incompleteness theorem of the hard truth from Plato to Proust. The alternations between love and its denial, suffering and denial of suffering, constitute the most essential ambiguous structural feature of the human hearts. By Maria Popova. The state of enchantment is one of the certainty. W. H. Auden wrote in his commonplace book, "When enchanted we neither believe nor doubt nor deny, we know, even if, as in the case of a false enchantment, our knowledge is self-deception. Nowhere is our capacity for enchantment, nor our capacity for self-deception, greater than in love, the region of human experience, where the path to truth is most obstructed by the bramble of rationalization, and where we are most likely to be kidnapped by our own delicious delusions. There it is perennially difficult to know what we really want, difficult to distinguish between love and lust, difficult not to succumb to our perilous tendency to idealize, difficult to reconcile the closeness needed for intimacy with the psychological distance needed for desire. How then do we really know that we love another person? That's what Martha Nussbaum, whom I continue to consider the most compelling philosopher of our time, examines in her 1990 book, Love, Knowledge, Essays on Philosophy and Literature, the sandbox in which Nussbaum worked out the idea that would become a decade later her incisive treatise on the intelligence of emotions. Devising a sort of incompleteness theorem of the hard truth, Nussbaum writes, "We deceive ourselves about love, about who and how and when and whether. We also discover and correct our self-deceptions. The forces making for both deception and masking here are various and powerful. The unsurpassed danger, the urgent need for protection and self-sufficiency, the opposite and equal need for joy and communication and connection. Any of these can serve either truth or falsity, as the occasion demands. The difficulty then becomes how in the midst of this confusion and delight and pain do we know what view of ourselves, what part of ourselves to trust, which stories about the condition of the heart are indeed reliable ones, and which the self-deceiving fictions we find ourselves asking where in this plurality of discordant voices with discordant voices with which we address ourselves on this topic of perennial self-interest. Is this the criterion of truth, and what does it mean to look for criterion here? Could that demand itself be a tool of self-deception?"